Fine. It's fine. Peace, everyone, and welcome to the Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. I am also here today, co-hosting with Conscious or Crazy, aka Conscious Kirksey, and we will be highlighting women's businesses today. And we have with us right now one of the business owners, Marcia. She is with us as well. So what I'm going to do is have Conscious introduce himself, tell everyone as the co-host who he is and where you can find him, and then we'll have Marcia follow up and tell everyone where you can find her and also a little about herself. Conscious, if you would, please.
Right, yeah. Conscious. I go by Conscious Kirksey. Conscious said Kirksey on Facebook. Conscious said 21 on IG. And Conscious Crazy is my YouTube, and Conscious or Crazy is my platform podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on Anchor. It's on SoundCloud. So I've been doing this for like 3 years, man. And the truth. Yeah, the truth, man. It's all the truth, man. It's all I try to live on and speak on. Pretty much, I've been doing that since 2016, and continue to do it. That's the goal for the people. All right.
How's everyone doing? My name is Marcia Harris Owens. On Facebook, it says Marcia Owens Harris. They never let me change it to my married name. Weird. I am owner of a few under business names with my husband. My business is Common Sense. And you can find me on Instagram under Common Sense, the number 4 and the letter U. COMMONSCENTS for you on Instagram. And on my website is the same thing, commonsense4u.com. Thank you. The number 4 and the letter U.com. Mr. Black Star Organizer just walked in the door with something that he had to go pick up for Miss Joy. I was waiting on him. He kind of late.
Hey.
These are your grandchildren's shirts.
Okay, I said, oh, for real? Yeah, I have requested that this shirt, I got this shirt, but today I'm rocking my brother's cult leader shirt, Crumb TV, Crumb Snatcher. But I asked Marcia if I could have some t-shirts in toddler sizes. So the smallest she could give me was the 2T. So I have a 2T up through a 6T. So if you have children and you want these shirts, contact Marcia or any one of her other products, and she can make adjustments and accommodate you. It's possible.
Yes, we make a bunch of different shirts. We try to make shirts that empower our people. We don't just make no little shirts with somebody on it with half the butt cheek out. We don't do that. We have shirts that say, we try to empower our people. Like this shirt says that you're indigenous. And if you can see it, I'll just move it up.
I love it.
And I remember when this shirt, when I posted this shirt on Facebook, I was wearing it. People were asking if it could come in another color. So
and we finally are able. Color. What colors are we doing on the?
I can do any color.
Oh, my husband said he can do any color now. So
I can print it in any color.
He said it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So yes,
it's gonna either be the black or the white print. So like the one you have is the black print. And then this is the white shirt with the black print on it. But we have various colors and we can do either black or white, the ink. And then like this one, I am a Moor. More lives matter. So we try to make stuff that will empower us, to give us some thought, not just be a shirt, but a statement, So when you're walking around here with your shirt on, people like they read it, respect our existence or accept our resistance. You know, they get where you coming from. They ain't trying to like really say that you're not about what you represent.
Exactly.
So we design shirts, and we, like I said, we try to empower a thought, not just to have a piece of clothing on. If you're gonna wear something that represents what you're trying to portray or who you are. So like this is my shirt, but if you can see, this is my logo. A lot of people think this is a bird. It's not a bird. It's the eye of Horus and the flower of life. And I just didn't think it's a bird. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a bird and a flower, but that's not what it is. I had a cartoonist design me this. So they think it's a bird and a flower, but I know it's not. It's the eye of Horus and the flower of life. So it means something to me, and purple is my favorite color. But my husband, we both do the organite. He's more experienced than I am, but I help. So we make various designs. Like he's always creating a design. He makes the molds, and I'm always shocked and amazed when I see some of the stuff he's made. I'm like, wow, how'd you think of that? So he molded this out. This is a warrior mask, and it's full of crystals and gemstones and copper and shungite, and he'll put in it whatever you want. But the main thing that he puts in all of his pieces is elite shungite, which is the top of the line. Do you know what shungite is and what it's for?
Actually,
yeah, you can elaborate some more because I invested in some of your shungite soaps. You know, I love the
shungite soap.
Yeah, I got some. Definitely.
That's his thing. I got it right here. He does make that. That is his baby. So he makes that. This soap has in it cocoa butter, shea butter, coconut oil, castor oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, coconut milk, water, and elite shungite, and everything is organic. So that's his baby. The shungite itself, which is a very powerful mineral stone. It's not just a stone. You can ingest it. You can break it down and actually ingest it, put it in capsules or whatever. It's high carbon. C60 is the carbon name of it the one that you want to ingest. But carbon 60. But shungite is high carbon. There's something in it called fullerenes. And you want to explain that? The fullerenes?
Oh, the fullerenes actually.
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Sit right here. They can't see you. Just talk.
Well, the fullerenes actually they were discovered by a guy named Buckminster Fuller. Buckminster Fuller. They're geometrically shaped like a soccer ball, and what they do is they actually absorb impurities, but do not require cleansing to purify them back out. They just absorb bad stuff. It's kind of like how activated charcoal would be used to absorb poisons. If you were a poison in what you call a poison control center, they would say, well, ingest some activated charcoal, it will absorb the poison. They kind of do that with bad energy, but you don't have to ever replace them or clean them because they just do it continuously. The C60 is ingested because C60 actually helps to generate new cells. So if someone were sick, and the difference between wellness and illness is the amount of good cells that you have, essentially, because your body is continuously cells are continuously dying, and cells are continuously being formed. And if you have more dead cells than new good cells, then you're in a state of disrepair and a state of bad health. But what the C60 does is it actually will help to regenerate good cells. There was a study that was done that I read some time ago where they took a couple of groups of some lab animal, rats or whatever, and they fed one its normal diet. They fed the second one its normal diet and some toxin. And the third group, they fed it its normal diet, a toxin, and shungite. And the group that was fed the normal diet, the toxin, and the shungite lived the longest out of all of them. They lived about 1.5 times as long as all the others. So there's some speculation that shungite actually, in its ingested form, will help with longevity. So that's why people ingest C60. And what I've actually done is I've taken elite shungite and ground it in a coffee grinder and put it in tablets. So as part of my morning ritual, I actually take a tablet of C60. And I've been doing this for probably half a year, no ill effects or anything. So, if it does no harm, it does no harm, so it can only benefit you.
So shungite is also used for water purification, enhancement of growth for vegetation. So you can put it in you can mix it in your soil, or you can just lay it on top of the soil, whatever you want to do with that. It protects you against EMF, which is a big deal right now. Dirty electricity. You're talking your microwaves, your cell phones, those lights. What are those lights?
Fluorescent.
The fluorescent lights. That's dirty electricity. The Wi-Fi. All this stuff is interacting with you on a cellular level, and it's causing a disruption, and it's killing your cells. So even though you don't feel ill right away, over time, it will cause a problem. And it can heal. Shungite can heal a variety of diseases. They don't really tell you about this because they don't want you to know that you can fix yourself with little or nothing. I put 1,200 grams of shungite in my bath, and I have a shungite bath. So I basically have a healing spa in my own home for pennies on the dollar. I don't have to go to some fancy spa and spend $500 or $600 for them to douse me with minerals. I can do that at home. I also create a mineral bath bomb, which is all minerals, and it does the same thing. And you're not spending a fortune. A lot of us don't get what we need because we can't afford it. Well, there's things that you can do to get the same results, which are affordable. And then that's what they don't want you to know. We have shungite on our phones. Here's my phone right here. This is a round shield. We have round and square shields. This protects my brain because I'm like this all the time where I'm texting and I don't need all that microwave radiation shooting through my body, giving me headaches and blurring my vision. I'm trying to figure out what's going on because I've been overdosed. We sleep with our you have one. And you can put that on any electrical device you have. You can put it on your Wi-Fi. Your refrigerator is the most toxic thing in your house because it never gets turned off.
Exactly.
Your microwave, which I don't have one, but if you have a microwave, your cell phones, your laptops.
Yep, my laptop. I put some.
You're letting children play with all these devices, and they have no protection for their brain. Their brain is still full of water, and it doesn't actually stop being that way till they get about 13, 14 years old. And I see babies are addicted to the phone.
Well, think about this. The way that a microwave actually heats is that it uses microwave radiation to vibrate the water molecules in your food, and that's what creates the heat. So if you got a 5-year-old with a phone next to his head, and that phone operates on microwave EMF, it's interacting with his little brain that's full of water. And what do you think it's doing to his brain? Microwave's a microwave. They don't know if that's meat or brain.
Right. So and people wonder why these kids, you try to take the electronics from them and they want to fight you. Like they fall out. They want to do you harm because they become addicted. It has imprinted on their brain. And they don't know that it's harmful. You being a parent, you got to know the limitations. And when I see kids that's under the teenage years with these phones and these laptops, because they using them as the babysitter, keep the kid quiet. I'm like, that kid gonna be needing glasses for one, because he just in the screen like this all day.
That's why I got glasses now, family.
He gonna have carpal tunnel before he a teenager, because he gonna be click, 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 click. Carpal tunnel, you stuck like this. Your arms are stuck in one position. And then the things that he's seeing on these games and on YouTube, that's imprinting on their brain. And then you come one day talking about you on punishment. I'm finna take your game from you. Oh, you better not sleep that night. You might not wake up. These kids be serious about them electronics because you allow them to become addicted to it. It's just like going gambling. When you get hooked, you get hooked. It's like cocaine, meth, whatever. Your brain says that's what makes me feel good.
The dopamine, you have activated the endorphins and you can't turn it off. So now the kids is going crazy because you talking about now you can't play with your game no more. You want punishment. You ain't clean up. You ain't think about that ahead of time. You just wanted them to be quiet. We have huge stones of shungite all over our house. I call them boulders. I'm gonna show you how powerful shungite is. This is a flashlight. It's on. I'm going to disassemble it, take the top off. This is shungite. This is just a small piece. We got all sizes. As you can see, the flashlight is not on. This is it with the shungite on it. It's now on. Shungite completes a circuit. That's how powerful it is. You're putting energy back into your body. I make shungite water. You put 400 grams per gallon into your whatever you're using, and then you drink that water. The first time you do it, you're going to feel a little, like a little beer effect because your body's got to adjust to it. Everything in moderation. But we make pendants, or you can have these are pure shungite pendants. And we have them in all shapes, all sizes. You should always have some shungite on you at all times. In your car, in your house, on your person, in your pocket. I don't care where you put it. You need to keep it with you. My husband keeps a disc of shungite in his pocket at all times when he's working because he's around EMF. And we know the dangers of EMF. Most of these houses have smart meters. When they go and start pulling data for the night, every house around you has a smart meter. That EMF is going through every house. Even if you didn't have one, it's still going through your house unless you have a Faraday cage or Faraday paint and you can block that out. But most people don't even know that exists and how to block out the EMF. But if you got a Wi-Fi, which most of us do, because we no longer hardline, we don't have an actual phone in our house anymore that's into the wall. So we're relying on the system, and they can shut us off anytime they want to. So we try to get people to understand everything I make for the skin is because I researched it, because the skin is our largest organ, and we're putting crap in our body and on our body. Our organs are doing double time work trying to clear that out. So I make stuff that the body doesn't have to work harder. It's just working smarter. So I make the tooth powder. I make the deodorant. I make the bath bombs. I make the soap. I make whatever I cover you from the forehead to the floor. I don't do hair because everybody's got a different hair regimen. I don't mess with the hair. I don't even do my own hair. It do what it want to do. I make essential oil inhalers. I make sugar scrub cubes so you can take your sugar scrubs with you wherever you go. And that's a soap, an exfoliant, and a moisturizer all in one product. And my stuff is really underpriced, but I'm trying to get everybody something. I'm not trying to be, I'm only catering to a certain demographic. Everybody can afford the stuff I make. I make lip balm, peppermint lip balm, so you don't have cracked lips. And I only make peppermint. I'm not finna make you no colors and no flavor. I'm not doing that. You don't need that. You need your lips to be healed, and the peppermint assists in that. I make everything. I make the elderberries. People they want to buy elderberry syrup, which is great because elderberry, the research is that, and this is a science, elderberry stop viruses from reproducing.
This is the science. They've used it in cancer. They've used it in AIDS. They won't tell you that because they don't want you to know that. So people go and buy elderberry syrup in the store. They buy an 8-ounce bottle, costs them $20. I could sell you a kit for $25 and you can make a whole quart of it. So now I just saved you $60. I'm not out here trying to make $1 million. I'm trying to help 1 million people. That's my goal. The money will come if it do, if it don't. I can always go and make my own money. I don't need to get it off the backs of others, but I need you to be healed and know that you can heal yourself. And my website just got a few things on there. I make over 30 different products. I was trying to figure out how I couldn't get it on there. I finally had to reach out to support. Now I know, but my husband and we make cups. We can get your logo on your cup or whatever saying you want on your cup. So you can, when you're drinking, you can be reminded of what you're trying to accomplish, because words do have meanings, and you want to remember what your mission is at all times. So if you got a cup and you put that on there saying, I'm beautiful, I'm powerful, I'm unique, you can always be like, as soon as you get that cup, that's imprinted. Just like them video games get imprinted on your brain. You
subconscious,
can
man. That's subconscious.
You can imprint your own message to your brain. We try to just educate people. We make the Moorish hats. The Moors we are Moors. We make the hats. We do so much. We're just trying to get people to embrace who they are. We're trying to educate them on how they can heal themselves. When I get this thing next month, though, y'all gonna be like, oh my goodness, I'm getting a frequency generator. And, yes. And when I show y'all what it can do to yourself, and it's something portable you can take with you all the time, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, it's on Tesla science. So it does what it says it does. Yes, I got the stickers. We do the stickers. We got the more stickers. We got the Circle 7 stickers. We got the Morse flags. Yep, we got the flags. We try to really make you think about positivity and to switch your brain into another direction. You don't have to keep going down the wrong road, but if you keep imprinting those images, that's what's going to happen. If you keep listening to music that just tells you to drink more, smoke more, kill more, that's what you're going to feel like.
Yeah, vegan is a lifestyle. Like, yeah, you can eat right, but you got to put good energy into
you gotta eat. You got to put good things in your body, on your body, and in your mind. It's all connected. You can't do one and not do the other two, because now something's going to be off balance. So we're trying to give you balance, things you can see, things you can touch, things you can understand. We're all working on frequency, energy, and vibration. And you have to understand how that works with you on a cellular level. A lot of people are dehydrated. They're like, oh, I drink water, but you're not putting nothing in it. So we put sea salt in our water so we can get the trace minerals. And when you do that, it allows the water to stay in the cells longer. But you just drinking water, you just peeing that out. That's not really doing anything. The earth is 80% salt water.
Salt water makes the water available to your cells.
So when you put salt in your water, it makes it available to your cells. But they don't tell you that. You go to the doctor and they say, oh, you need to stop using salt. But they never tell you which salt, because you never ask them that question.
They don't know. Yeah.
So you out here talking about I can't have no salt in my food, and you're not getting any trace minerals, and it's in the sea salt. I use Celtic sea salt, or I can use the pink salt, but the Celtic sea salt, which is a gray salt, is a little higher in the trace minerals than the pink salt. And I have both, depends on what I'm doing, what I'm cooking. So you can use that, and then you can use, speaking of salt, the Epsom salt, that's the salt. You need to put that in your bath water. You need to put that in your foot bath. It's ingestible too, but people don't know that. I don't tell them that because I'm like, do your research. Don't believe nothing I got to say. Just do your research. But we need salt. The earth is 80% salt. Our brains need salt. Our cells need salt. But they tell you don't use the salt. Like, you're not sick. You just thirsty because you're not getting no salt in your water. Your water is just going through. And we have a Berkey filtration system, which is portable. I know people talk about different waters, and I don't like to get into the water game. Everybody got their own opinion on that. But we use a Berkey. We have the filters that filter out all microbiological contaminants. And then we added the additional fluoride filters to it. Fluoride is very dangerous. They don't want to tell you that because they have tricked it into the water supply. Fluoride should not be anywhere. They have natural fluoride that the earth produces, but the chemical fluoride is bad. If they dropped it on the ground while they were in transport, it will burn a hole in the concrete. So when they telling you to brush your teeth with that, your teeth are slowly being pitted. It's wearing down the enamel. But they don't tell you that. They tell you brush your teeth 3 times a day with the fluoride toothpaste. And it's actually killing your enamel on your teeth. So I make a tooth powder that doesn't have any fluoride in it, but it's all herbal in it. My husband he goes to the dentist. He had a cavity. What happened to that cavity that you had when you was using my tooth powder? It healed his cavity. So, and then he goes, and the last time he went, they didn't even have to clean. They usually have to clean that tartar in your teeth. He didn't have any. So I know my tooth powder works. The more you use it, the better it works. And the children love my tooth powder because it's got a lot of peppermint in it, and they love it. My grandson, that's all he uses. Oh, my husband brought out some of the fresh organized. He's doing pocket pieces, the 5Gs, and we make little diamonds that you can stick around your house. We make all kinds of designs and shapes. We just have fun doing it. But when we make organite, we have people call us and they get a free consultation because we want them to be a part of their design process. A lot of people, they put it on their website and you take what they give you, but we want you to have a conversation with us and we want to see what you want. We can put pictures in your organite. Pictures are very powerful. You have a loved one that has passed on and you still have photos of them. We can put that in the organite, which is amazing because you're getting a whole lot of energy you're not even aware of, and it's guiding you different ways. So Black Star Organite, you can find us on Facebook and go through the photo album. You can see a lot of our designs that we've created, and we create them from scratch, and some we get molds, but most of the time my husband just has to make a mold because there is no mold. He has to create it himself. So we do a lot of things that really to try to help people on the cellular level, as well as dealing with crystals and gemstones. That shungite, though, is going to be the most powerful thing that you can research and obtain. This right here is 400 grams of shungite. We sell it cheap because we want you to get it. You can put this in your water. You can put this in your tub. You can take some and wrap it around your water pipes in your house. You can put some on that darn Wi-Fi and try to block some of that. You can do a lot of stuff with this shungite. There's a whole bag of it right here.
And let me show you show the people some of the products because I got some sitting by. Let me show the people.
Let me see what you have, please.
And while he does that, we are also on podcast as well. So there's a lot of things that people cannot see. And we're using a lot of hand gestures as well. So if everyone who is listening on the podcast would go to the websites and check out the products, that would be great as well. Marcia you can find her products on blackstarorganite.com. And they also have their contact information at blackstarorganite@gmail.com. And you can also go to her commonsenseforyou.org. That's the website for some of her products. as well as she has products on Etsy. And let's see. Yeah. And when you use the commonsense4u.org, that's the number 4, not the word spelled out. And Marcia has her business card here on the screen. And her phone number is area code 757-383-0202. You can also email her at sirrah6767
So I got
and you are going to share some of the products you have.
Yep, got the herbal tea, toothpaste powder. I got the inhalers. I got the couple of inhalers. She blessed me with a lot. I appreciate it. You know, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
You got 2 things for me. You probably get 5 coming to pack. You're like, wait, I ain't paying for all that.
I love it. Hey, I got the, got that, and then I got the soaps as well. But yeah,
oh yeah, that's lip balm.
Oh yeah, yeah, and got some more. Got she gave me, she blessed me with like 5 inhalers. I think I ordered like 2 or 3. It's like, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I bought some bars of soap. I got extra bars of soap. Marcia, could you speak about these items right here? I bought them a while ago, and I still have the same box. These.
Oh, the soap nuts. Yes, soap nuts. Soap nuts are, okay, people are looking for natural products to wash their clothes in. Let me explain to you all about the laundry detergent. Listen very carefully. Your clothes has fibers in them. When you use toxic laundry detergent, it doesn't rinse out. It stays in your clothing fibers. So when you sweat, that goes right back into your bloodstream. You're using laundry detergent, then you're using fabric softener, you're using bleach, and all that stays in your clothes. So the soap nuts actually grow on trees. That's as natural as you're going to get. You don't even need that much per load. You can wash your clothes in it. You can make an all-purpose cleaner out of it. There's a formula that you can use, and you can use it if you ain't got no toothpaste. You can use the soap nuts and make a toothpaste out of it. It's a whole lot you can do with soap nuts, but there are no other product that can say it's as natural as the soap nuts are. They grow on trees. They're called soap berries, soap nuts, whatever name you want to use. And they grow on the trees. And I can get them organic. So if you want soap nuts, and I don't even charge that much for the big box. I just want people to know that there's options. So when you use your soap nuts, you can use it 6 times per up to, say, okay, you use a regular load. That's your small load. You use about 7 to 8 soap berries, and you can do that 6 times before you need to use a new batch. But don't throw the old ones away. You want to save those. Make sure you save them where they're air drying, because they're natural. They will mildew and spoil. It's a natural product. And then you save them up. You get about 20 of them, and then you boil them down, and you make an all-purpose cleaner. And I usually put some lemon essential oil in it, so that, because the smell is weird, but it's natural. That's why it smells like wood or wet dog, but it's a natural product. So yeah, soap nuts are great. And if you've never used them, it's an experience. But remember, they won't suds up like the toxic detergent, because they put a chemical in there to make it suds. And they put SLS, and they put that same chemical in that toxic toothpaste, and you brushing your teeth and everything all foamed up. That's a chemical. And they put it in a lot of the dish detergent too. So you have to know what you're looking for. The SLS is bad news. So that's in a lot of products. I see people at the laundromat, which now I don't have to go anymore because I got the washing machine and dryer that I needed. But I would go and I would see them wash their clothes, and it would be so much detergent in the machine. I wouldn't even see the clothes. I would be like, is it clothes in there? Where the clothes at? People think the more bubbles you see, the cleaner their clothes is getting, which is not true. That is never going to rinse out. That's just stuck in your clothing fibers. And now you can put those toxic clothes in the dryer, which has set in. Now it's set in the material for real. And now you're wearing that. Your kids are wearing that. A lot of people tell me their kids got skin issues, and I ask them, the first thing I say is, what type of detergent do you use? And have you checked your water for contamination? Once they answer those two questions, then I can go from there. I usually tell them, okay, goat's milk soap will be great for your baby, because a lot of children, I bless them with that, and they never had an issue with the goat's milk soap we make, because they got moringa in it and honey and oatmeal and sea salt. So that soap is great for children. But if their water is toxic, or they're using toxic laundry detergent, that's what's breaking their children out, especially if they're a little baby. They should be breastfeeding, I hope, and not using formula, but that's another story. But if they're using breastfeeding and they're using toxic detergent, that's just sitting on the baby's skin. You got to think about it. The sheets, the pillows, the towels, the clothes they're wearing, all that's got toxic detergent in it. Of course, the skin is going to start fighting back by hurting itself to alert you that there's an issue. So that's when the soap nuts come in, soap berries, and you won't have that issue. You can bathe your child in the soap nut water, and you got a natural detergent, a natural cleanser, a natural shampoo for their hair. Soap nuts are amazing. Do the research on it. You'll just be blown away at how many products you can create from that one product.
Man, yeah, man. That's what it's all about. We got to find out the truth about all these detergents, and yeah. And some of these deodorants are literally soap.
I don't use fabric softener. I use wool dryer balls, and they fluff your clothes up, and I dry my clothes a certain way anyway, so I don't get that static charge. But I use wool dryer balls, and I've been using them for about a year, and I love them. And they last for about a year. They probably last longer than that. I just buy more, but I just throw them all in there together. And if I'm washing my blankets, especially, those dryer balls help to fluff them back up, because that really works for us. I haven't used fabric softener. I want to say I'm 52. I think I used it one time in the last 30 years. I don't use fabric softener. I never saw the need for my clothes to smell good. I grew up where you washed your clothes by hand on a washboard and hung it out on the line to dry. So fabric softener was always weird to me. I never understood why people were needing to use fabric softener. I just never got that concept.
Yeah. These deodorants are damn near like soap and all that. Like, people don't know that. Like, people don't know what they're putting in their skin, and some people have eczema and all that, and that's the skin reacting. Like you said, it's like, hey, something ain't right here. It's like, what you mean? It's like it's showing examples that something's not right. We putting things in us that ain't good for us.
Yeah, I make the detox deodorant as well to get you away from what you've been using. And this is the thing about the detox deodorant. It'll take about 60 days for your body to adjust, because it's been full of chemicals. So it has to get the old stuff out, and then it has to start accepting the new product. So people say, oh, I'm still sweating a lot. Yes, you will sweat more, because that's what your body's designed to do. You have to sweat to get out the impurities. And people are using deodorant that says you won't sweat for 7 days. What kind of crazy is that? Yeah. You have lymph nodes and it's connected to your breast tissue. You need to sweat that out. So people are so vain, they don't want to stink. Well, if you stink, you're eating wrong anyway, and you're using bad products on your body. So your body's alerting you with the smell that something isn't right. If you smell spoiled milk, you're going to throw that out. Where your body is spoiling, that's the smell. Exactly. You need to figure out why and change that. So yes, my detox deodorant will get rid of that bad stuff, but it's going to take about 60 days for your body to adjust, because it's been harmed for so long. It's not an overnight success. It has to be given time to work properly. That's the only thing that people don't understand. That the first thing like, oh, I'm sweating a lot and I stink. Yeah, well, you was already stinking. That's why you was using that toxic deodorant.
Yeah,
Trying
people
to cover up the smell.
People want the change. They want the quick change. Like, nah, you've been putting bad things. You gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the process. Like,
It's
yeah,
all a process, and that's
people don't want to reprogram themselves.
They don't. They want instant. I call them the microwave generation. They want everything done quickly. They don't want to warm up their food in the stove for 20 minutes. They want to stick it in the microwave for 2.
Yep.
Why? Our elders did not own microwaves. So I don't get it.
Yeah.
I was fortunate when I was born that I had 6 living generations on the female side. So I was born, then there was my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my great-great-grandmother. So I was blessed to be raised by my great-grandmother and my great-great-grandmother. They had modern day appliances. My great-great-grandmother had a washing machine, and I still had to wash clothes by hand and put it on the line. And I would just be looking like, for real. So she didn't care about that stuff. She had it. It was given to her. She didn't use it. So I don't have a problem. If my electricity go out, I'll be out in the backyard somewhere washing clothes by hand. I'm okay with that. It's a process. We got to get back to the old because the new is not working. I have a front yard garden. I have a backyard garden. I don't need grass. I can't eat grass. All my neighbors got beautiful lawns. And I'm like, hey, nice lawn. You better not ever be hungry. I can't help you. I'm giving you the example of what to do to fight the system. And you want to stay within the system. So good luck with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at you that you want beautiful lawn and flowers, but I can't eat none of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Gardens over grass. Exactly. People.
Yes.
Change that mindset. Yeah.
Got to be a garden gangster.
Hey. Yeah.
So, Conscious Kirksey, did you want to now speak about some tools for business startups and or people who are businesses? And then what I would like to do is come back to Marcia, and if she would share the cost, the prices of the t-shirts, as well as things, specifics like sizes, because I've seen people ask for larger sizes, as well as me with the smaller sizes. So if you would, later, we're gonna come back and share that price information with everyone, as well as some other things that you do. But Conscious, if you would continue, please.
Yeah, so business, I feel like, people gotta be open to it, and I'm trying to, look into that, like investments, and it's local businesses. We got we got hair care centers and salons and everything. That's great to invest in. I feel like we just gotta expound upon that and support these restaurants. We got a business here called Soul Vegan. Soul food mixed with the vegan lifestyle. It's great. And so I know you can elaborate to the people, how can you venture into small business, and how can you start up, and the process to start up, and etc. How did you get into that, Sister Joy?
Well, for myself, and actually there's a link in the description for anyone who wants more details, because I'm going to speak briefly. There was an economic empowerment broadcast that I did with our brother Crumb on Crumb TV, and people can look at that video for more information. But for now, I would like to share that you can Google the local SBA, Small Business Administration, in your area, and they offer free business counseling. And they also offer things such as incubator sites, which is a workspace location that you will not have to pay for. And they offer many counselors of different subject matters. So even if you are not in immediate contact with someone who can help you in your business, they will be able to refer you to a different counselor. I started with one counselor, and I actually now have 4 because my businesses have changed, and the amount of my businesses have changed, and the structure and the growth of each business has changed. So as my business grows along the way, I needed a different subject matter expert counselor through the Small Business Administration. So I would just want to start there with everyone. If anyone would like any further information from me, they can contact me directly, and I'll be able to guide you through that. You can contact me on my Facebook account at Joy Allen, Allen, and or you can email me at mkvtnt@gmail.com. And all of this information is in that video as well. I already have people that have reached out to me based on that broadcast, and I've been assisting them with their business startup. And I would just suggest you watch the video. Also, listen to the stories that are being shared today from the women on the panel, and some of their videos are linked in the description as well. And that's all I would have to share for now, because this is not about me. But if anyone wants specific information, you can contact me. I'll be more than happy to assist you.
When did both of you guys decide to create businesses or start businesses? And,
oh, okay. I guess I'll tell you a brief story.
Oh, yeah.
My husband is type 2 diabetic when I met him. Been on medication for years. And then one day I just asked him, did he want me to try to help to heal him? And he said, yes. He said, well, it couldn't hurt. And the first step to trying to help someone to heal is them accepting the help. You don't just thrust it upon them. And so as I started thinking about that, and we started changing ourselves to plant-based, and we started eating better, it dawned on me that everything that I was cleaning with was a chemical. And it just dawned on me that I can't clean the inside and not clean the outside. So as is above, so is below. Mm-hmm. I really had to think about that. And then I started doing some research on chemicals and how they damage the organs and the cells. And the first thing that left was the bleach. And then I used to do classes, and I would have this big laundry basket of all the stuff we used to use. And I was so afraid to throw that stuff away, because I was like, oh my God, this is chemical contamination. And to think I was using all that stuff in my house, which was going into my cells. And then I just started thinking about what to make. And I started making a bunch of stuff for us. And then my husband one day said, you should sell that. And I was just like, I don't want to sell it. He said, but everybody should know. And I was resistant to that because I'm a recluse. I don't like to be out in front of people. I don't like talking to people. And so he actually pushed me into starting to tell people that I make these different products. And then one thing led to another, and now I make over 30 different products.
There you go.
That's amazing. I was just talking to Marcia about how busy she is. And speaking of busy and products, we have joining us now Shea Santiago, and she is very busy as well. I was actually going to share her story next, so it's timely, it's divine that she is here now. And I will share how I got started story later, and or if somebody wants, they can go to the economic empowerment video that I am on with Prum TV, and that story is in there if I happen to not get to it today. So Shea, I appreciate you being able to be here today. If you would, tell everyone who you are and where they can find you.
My name is Santiago. This is Anita, and we're in Cleveland, Ohio. We have the business Learn the Language for Fun, where we help children learn the basics of different languages and get excited about it. Preferably our children, because our babies don't get that opportunity. So, you know, we're trying to create the environment for them so that they can have the opportunity to learn many different languages.
Blessing.
And we're at, we have a website, www.learnalanguageforfun.com. That's exactly, and we do all languages, no matter what, preferably African languages.
How many languages do you speak yourself?
I think that type of question is, I speak a lot of languages.
Okay.
Yeah, I've taught myself the basics over 20 different languages.
Okay.
So it's really like, how many can you teach me?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Like, I can teach you the basics of any language that you want.
Okay. Good.
Right.
Still here? Did you need me to say
And
something?
I have here your Instagram page where people can follow you as well.
Oh yeah, learn the language for fun today. Yeah, that's who we are on Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
And also we have your Facebook page. People can find you there, as you mentioned.
Okay, I got it.
At Shea Santiago.
Oh, y'all can't see my phone. Never mind. I got you on Instagram. I just followed you.
The website for
Okay.
people. Yep.
Yeah, and this is her. When you go to look for her, this is her Facebook page.
Okay. Shea Santiago. I got it.
Yeah. And we're super colorful. The reason why we're super colorful is because I know children love, you know, colors.
Mm-hmm.
Love colors, music, fun. That's like the way, because mostly when people hear learning different languages, you're like, oh no, you know, I could barely speak the language I can't speak. And it's like, no, you have to, like, you know, we are, I mean, I have to say, we are the original people. So we learn different from everybody else. So I just teach how we learn, basically. We learn, we're rhythm people. We learn through colors, fun, a great environment. You can learn any language with that type of environment. And in the way we do, we sing it. Yeah. So, you know, your child could come to me speaking, learning how to speak Japanese. Wait a minute, Amelia. Japanese, Zulu, Hindi, we teach. I'm a multilingual initiator. I'm not just, you know, where you might come to me and you just want to learn Spanish or something like that. No, I'm about broadening our children's minds so they can learn all languages, because I feel like at one time we could speak all these languages. Mm-hmm. Because how is it so easy for me to do it and my children are able to do it? You know what I mean? So I'm not just saying, like, my children are my proof that children can learn as many languages as you give to them at one time.
That's your baby right there.
Yeah.
Tell her to say a little something.
And the new baby.
Wait a minute, Liam.
Tell her to give me a language.
You want a language? Or do you want us to do like a drill, like how we usually do?
Okay.
So that you can see.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and get some. Okay. You ready? All right. Shalom Anishma.
How are you?
Tora Raba. And Bearma. Konnichiwa means.
How? Hello, how are you?
Genki desu ka?
How are you?
Anoma wana desu ka? Please come over here. I'm sorry. Okay. Moro.
Hello.
Makadi.
How are you?
Ndafaru kukusiva.
Pleased to meet you.
Zitarako Indiani.
What is your name?
Good. Zitarangu Indi.
My name.
Good. Can you get a minute so he can go in there? Okay. I'm sorry. I got 9 kids.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I got 9 babies. So far that was what? 4 languages. Saludete.
Hello, everyone.
What is
What is your name?
Good. So she's able, like, and all we do is the language drills. You know what I mean? Malachi, take him upstairs. That's Emilio. But yeah, we do these language drills all the time. And I have them listen to the native speakers so that they can hear their accent too at the same time.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? And like I say, our children can pick up on all these different languages. I have children with I have 9 children. So it's 18 all the way down to the baby. 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. So it's each age group. As a matter of fact, I used to work at the daycare. So at the daycare, I was a floater. So I was able to go in each room so that I can actually learn how each child, sit with the teacher. And I was able to pick up on how each child learns. So I just incorporated that into my home life with my own children. That's how I was able to figure out how the babies are learning these different languages.
Nice.
So yeah, and then everything.
Wow.
Everyone about the study guide sets and the amount of those study guide sets?
Oh yeah, our study guide. So basically the majority. Emilio, you have to wait a minute, baby. So the I Am Africa, this is one of them. Yep. The I Am Africa, this is one of them. So this one, if you go on Amazon, they're all different prices. And this is the one where we introduce over 7 different African languages. And I put the pronunciation in with it too. So you can know exactly what you're saying. So in Wolof, Nanga Def, and I have it up here how you can actually say it, Nanga Def. Like I said, we got Zulu, Hausa, Tigrinya, Amharic, Shona. Yep, all these different languages.
Yeah, unity. Yep.
Yeah. And I made sure I made it, super color. We even got Chui in here. Luganda. I tried to get as many African languages in here as I could. Edo. And I make sure I put the fun facts at the end so that you can know exactly where the language is that you're speaking, where it comes from.
Etymology.
Yep. And they're all on Amazon. And then we have this one. It's Spanish. This is for my Spanish beginners, the ones who want to know the basics of Spanish. Which we have everything in here from the colors, the numbers. Here. So the colors, the numbers, the days of the week. The greetings. So basically the basics in Spanish. And then we have the colors. He's okay. And then we have the colors where I have where your child can learn different colors in 17 different languages.
Oh.
And this is for homeschool. Excuse me, Melio. And then we have the Circle Time Fun. Now these are like Russian. Go ahead, you'll give them some. So in this one, you have Russian, Swahili. We have a Swahili study guide too. Chinese. Emilio Santiago. Samoan. I just want our children to just be fluent in as many different languages as they can. Like this is my passion. This is my dream for our children, especially when we're talking about building up our community. You know what I mean? Especially when we're talking about building up our community. We have to be able to communicate with people from other countries too.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
Definitely.
and then we have our Swahili guide. And of course, this has everything, all the basics of Swahili in it. Even the Ngozo Saba, the 7 principles. That's in there too. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold everything up so you guys can see. So we have some greetings, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Of course, the 7 principles. The colors. We have affirmations. So those are my 5 study guides, which I'm going to be coming out with more study guides too. So you got to understand there's power in communication.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Lots of power in communication. We have to be able to talk to everybody. That's the reason why I incorporate all the languages. We have Afro-German. We have, people in different countries. And like Nelson Mandela said, when you speak to a man, when you speak to a man, it goes to his head. But when you speak to him in his language, it goes to his heart. So it's about connecting with our people all over the world. Because everybody does speak English. I do understand that. I push English on everybody. But there's also a language there, their language that they're speaking. So you might go to a German, you might start speaking English to him. He'll speak English to you. But if you can speak something in German, you know what I'm saying, to him, then it'll be a whole different connection. So that's the reason why I'm so adequate about all these different languages.
I agree.
Yeah, and I'm in the process of learning different languages myself. I already knew a few, but I'm in the process of adding more. And you briefly spoke about your books on Amazon. And I want to share with everyone how I came to know you was through a video that Yarima Karama shared on Crumb TV.
Salute.
Sharing about a hiccup, a possible barrier that you face with your books being sold on Amazon. Do you want to share that story?
Yeah, so when I first, so my journey of awakening, was actually through my books. So, as I started to learn more about who I was, because at first when I created my books, they were, they had every different colored child in it. It was just, but as I started to grow with my knowledge, I said, you know what, I'm going to make books with our children in it. So I decided to make a book. The books that I had specifically our children in it, just nothing but melanated children just in it. And I had powerful affirmations. I was just in there. I'm talking about these books were so us. I even had the color black, like they were black. And Amazon, they kept giving me a whole bunch of, like, they kept saying, this was wrong with it. That was wrong with it. You have to do it this way. You have to do it that way. It can't be in black. I had to change this. I had to change that. To the point where I was telling them, like, look, I'm not about to comply with all of this. My books are just fine. Now, when they looked a certain way before, you left them alone. But once I started to add me into it, and when I started to bring my diversity into it, you didn't want that. So they banned my first set of books. They banned them. I still have all of the paperwork and everything. They blocked them for sale. So I was just like, I was so frustrated because it was just like, really? But then it's just like, this is America. They tell you that you could be who you are, but you really can't. They're not with that. So these books right here that I came out with, I kind of had to navigate through the system so that they can get back on Amazon. Because I had to say, you know what? It's a bigger picture. I couldn't stand it, but I made them so that these books, I made them so that they can be on Amazon. But yeah, that was real frustrating. I mean, one lady even said that I was racist because I was making the books, for our children. But our children don't have these opportunities.
Exactly.
Like, our babies don't have these opportunities. How can you say that I'm being racist when I'm trying to create something for our children so that they can rise? You don't tell that to the Chinese man. You don't tell that to the Hindi man. You don't tell that to the Italian. You know what I'm saying? They build up their communities. They have stuff for them. When I go to these different communities, I want to learn. I want to hear somebody speaking in Chinese. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So how come it's a problem when we create something for ourselves? Like, I never said no other race could buy our books. I just said when I create these books, I got to go to my community first before I go out of it. That would make sense.
Or so
I'm sorry, am I
first.
talking too much?
No, you're not. I was sharing your information as you talk so people would know when they go to your page on Facebook what page they will find that is yours. Just some things specific. No, you're not talking too much. Please continue.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is why I've created all of this. So our children can have, I mean, we're already smart, we're already magical, we're already creative. It's just, like I said, it's just so amazing how our children can learn these different languages. Cierra la puerta.
And I want to share right now, if you don't mind, one of your videos on YouTube, so people will get an idea of what the videos look like there. Excuse me. I also shared a link to one of these videos in the description, so people can go to that page directly.
Bring colors and love and smiles your way, playing and dancing, singing the sunny day. Creating leaders in the black community. You gotta compromise, you can be the youth. You wanna be, show them who you are. Mustering the kids is the right to run the stars. Learn for fun, oh yeah, today. 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 Learn for fun, oh yeah, today.
They look like
Love
it. Yeah, love, colors, and fun. That's the way you learn. You can learn different languages. Yep. And like I said, our children are so they're star seeds. They're so like smart. I never knew that they could, just soak up so much. So yeah, that's our business in a nutshell. Can we hear?
Definitely supporting. Definitely supporting.
Does anyone have any questions for Shea? Apologies.
When did you decide to start this, and like when did you start, and how long you been in the field?
You said how long?
Yeah.
We've been at this for about three and a half years.
Okay.
Yep. We've been at this. We've been at this for about 3.5 years now. You can take them out there. Go ahead. Are you eating? Yeah. So yeah, about 3.5 years we've been doing this.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio got your support as well. I'm from Dayton, so hey, Dayton got you.
Oh, you're from Dayton?
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. We're up in Cleveland right now. We were in Charlotte.
And Shea, I know when we talked about your appearance on the show, you mentioned you had a very busy day ahead of you. So I'm glad you could join us today. If there's anything else you'd like to share, that would be great if you could do so now. And if any time you have to leave the show, we completely understand.
Okay. Yeah, because I got to go head on and get the babies together, get everybody together. So okay. I appreciate you letting us come on here and talk about our what we do. I appreciate you, Joy. You are yes, I appreciate you a lot. Okay.
Thank you. And we appreciate all that you do for our children. This is amazing. I am speechless. I have no words. And I'm glad you were able to come here and share your story, because I could not have done what you have done today. I could not have provided the value and detail that you have shared based on your experience. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Your family's beautiful.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Do you know how hard it is trying to get our people to even get interested in learning different languages?
Exactly.
I had to break through a couple barriers. A couple of people in my neighborhood, when I was saying, "Hey, you guys want to learn to be multilingual?" and they were like, "What's multilingual?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got a lot of work to do."
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming in today. And I look forward to working with you in the future. If anything, if nothing else, but sharing your books and your additional products you have for us
Okay.
to continue to uplift each other.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Peace and love, everybody.
You're welcome.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
All right. So now, Conscious, did you have something you want to share before we move on?
Yeah, I just love the energy of, being, for self, and, creating things that will actually work for us, and, create unity for the people. I think that's important. And I love what this platform today, the platform period, has been representing. I definitely appreciate it. And definitely, push this narrative. It's imperative to control the narrative. I think this platform has been doing that, timeless, countless amount of times, and I appreciate that. Definitely, yeah.
Thank you. And I appreciate that works with me and that I'm able to do this. Right now, I would like to move forward with our sister Sirius B. She has she's not been able to be here today, but she has products that she makes. They're handmade, and I have a few myself. I'll share those. And right quick, I want to share this screen. It's her Facebook page. Also, you can go to, I'll share her links for those who's on the podcast. I will share her links verbally with you all. Everyone else, you'll be able to see her links here on the screen. But here is her Facebook page, Sirius B's Gifts. And you can go to her page here and see some of her products. And I'm going to scroll down here so you can see some of her items. She has bracelets and clothes that she makes. And I actually met her. When it comes to shopping online, this is something I want to share. I am real leery. First of all, I don't like salespeople. And so, but I don't consider us salespeople, but there are scams out there and people have fake products, false products. They take your money. The quality is poor, or sometimes you don't even get the product to know
Exactly.
that it even exists. So I'm only highlighting those that I know the product is of high quality. I know you will get more than your money's worth. And these are people that I've worked with and I've met in person. And all of them except two have appeared on this platform and or Crumb TV, which is the platform where I started out at, and or you will find them on Brother Crumb's YouTube channel, Branch of Knowledge. So for those in the listening audience on the podcast, Sirius B, SIRIUS BEE Gifts. That's plural gifts, GIFTS. That is her Facebook page. And you can also contact her at SiriusB369 at gmail.com. That's SIRIUS IUSB as in boy, EE369@gmail.com. She also has a PayPal. It's millennia96@AOL.com. So that's M as in Mary, ILLENNIA96@AOL.com. She has a Cash App, money sign Sirius B. And she has an Instagram page, Sirius _B BEE _369. And she also has her Instagram, Sirius _B, that's BEE _gifts. And again, these are some of the products on her page. Oh, so I was going to say, I actually met her at when I went to Boston to be a part of the New Year's celebration with Masiba Patah Secret Asar, and that was July 25th. And Sirius B, she was there. So you may see her in some of the pictures on my page. And I actually bought these products from her. So these are the bracelets. They're aunt bracelets, and they're 3 colors. There's the silver, the copper, and the gold. Let me see. Put these.
Life.
Hold on here. So I had sent her the money through PayPal. Cash App. I use Cash App. So you can Cash App her. Also, you can go to her page and see these products for yourself. And I also got a red necklace, beaded necklace from her. And to me on the page, it looked orange. It's actually red. But that's here. It's wood. She make this. And it has some detail on here. There you can see it. And I also got this bracelet from her on her page. It's beaded and it has the shell on the front. And I also got these earrings as a gift to some people, the shells and the ox, because I don't wear the dangly earring, the hanging earrings. I wear studs when I wear them. If y'all can see that. But anyway, more in detail, you can see her products on her page. I just wanted to show y'all that I have them. I received them, and the shipping is fast. She ships out immediately. She also gives you a tracking number so you know where your item is at. So you can track it along the way. And again, you can find her on Facebook and Instagram. And definitely inbox her on Facebook. I know when you pull up her Sirius B's gift Facebook here, it automatically pops up this question page, like a frequently asked questions, like how many can I buy, things like that. But you can go on her page and see for yourself what I'm speaking of. And does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns about Sirius B and or her products from the panel?
Definitely down to support and definitely checking into her. Checking into everything.
Men's clothes and women's clothes as well. So yeah, check her out. Also, I wanted to share next. Wow, what did I do with it? Afua, she's on Facebook. She also she was not able to be at the event in Boston this past July. And actually on my way to Boston is when I met Marcia in face-to-face in person. So you'll see my pictures, which was Marcia's suggestion, because I'm not a picture person. Some people might be like, wow, how not? I'm also not like this type person. It's just, I'm not a person of like public appearances to those I don't know. You know, I teach classes, so, and I've been in front of people before, and I do this, but like right now, I'm in the dining room. I'm not like sitting in people's living rooms with them. So it's an experience. And Marcia said, "You want to take pictures?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, pictures. Let's do that." So that was cool. Yeah. Marcia, I'm good with one-on-ones, and there is also a video of me on stage at the New Year's celebration. And there was a few disturbances and it kind of threw me off. So there was the appearance like I lost my lines, I forgot my lines, and I was just frustrated. And then dealing with the face-to-face responses from the people in the audience. So I was responding to the reactions, but we got it back on course. So yeah, when you meet me in person, I'm not, I'm kind of like fumbling like I am now. I'm not, especially if I don't know you. And if I know you, and Marcia, me and her, I was real comfortable with her. She is a people person. Of some people. Now, don't mess with her because she ain't messing with you. But Marcia is great. She's beautiful. I met her husband as well, and they were easy to talk to, and I learned a lot from them. So I'm going back to highlighting Marcia right now. I learned a lot from them, and I could have sat and listened to them all day and broke out my notebook, and it was like watching a YouTube video or Facebook video live, like, you know, just a personal individual meeting. However I'm saying what I'm saying, y'all know what I'm saying. It was cool. It was great sitting with Marcia. It was beautiful. I appreciate the time that she spent with me when I was in Virginia, and leaving her busy schedule to come, and she personally delivered the products that I got from her that day. I bought a bag, some of that shungite, the stones.
Mm-hmm.
I bought some soaps. I bought the Moorish hat here that I have. I also got this t-shirt. I actually went to see her to get this t-shirt, and then I left with like a bag full of items. So I appreciate her.
He know how I do.
Yeah, man.
The soap berries or soap nuts that I shared earlier, I actually bought those from her Common Sense website months ago, as well as the back brush and the bars of soap and some other items I can't even remember. Oh, the pieces for the cell phone, the electronic devices, I got that too. And that story I want to share right quick. I got this for the purposes of what Marcia shared, that these are effective for. And at the time, I didn't realize it. Well, I knew it, but I wasn't looking for this to be the cure. This piece right here, this square piece. I was getting this tingly feeling in my hand. You know, the sensation you get when your hand, your body part goes to sleep, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And it would do it. So I got in the habit of putting my phone down, and I would make calls on speakerphone. If I text, I wouldn't hold my phone because in like seconds, my hand would start tingling. And if I held the phone for too long, it would just go numb. And once I got this, like a few days later, I realized that I wasn't having that issue anymore. So now I can hold my phone all day. Not that I will, but I can actually use it without sitting it to the side and texting and, speaking on speakerphone. But speakerphone is great because I don't like the idea of this up to my ear all day.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be on my phone.
Radiation.
When I'm on it, I don't want to, it's not up here. So, I've gotten into the habit of using my speakerphone. But that's all I want to share. Anybody have any comments, questions, or concerns before we proceed? Because I got off track, but all is divine, so I'm on track.
All is divine.
Anything for me?
Yeah, that the phones. Yeah, I'm always on speakerphone. I never do that no more. I can't. So yeah, I'm always on speakerphone for sure. Yeah.
Well, that's the good thing about the shungite phone shields. It stops that from going to your brain. It blocks it. It shoots it out the other way. Mm-hmm. So that's. I'm telling you, once you start researching shungite, you're gonna be like, wow. And this has been around for quite some time.
Yep.
So it's not new, but it's only mined in one part on this whole planet, which is Karelia, Russia. They said it fell from the sky. So they don't even know where it came from, but they've done the research on it, and it does what it says it does. And it's the most powerful mineral stone on this planet that's not from this planet. Mm. So, Joy, did you want me to speak on anything else?
Yeah, could you share the prices of those t-shirts since I just mentioned it again? And the different, like, so I know since I bought my t-shirt, there's been adjustments to the sizes. So you
yes,
as small as 2T and as large as, was it 4X?
Well, we started with only making small adults to extra large, and that was where we were going to end it at. But somehow we wound up having to go into the 2XL and 3XL. So we do have those sizes, and as far as the infant sizes, we can do from 2T up. So the smallest I can make is a 2T, and then we can go up from there all the way up to your 3XL. And the small
and the prices
to the small adults to the XLs are $20. The 3XL, the 4XL, that would be $30. He hasn't given me the price on the infant ones yet, so I don't know. He done went upstairs because we just got those today. While we was on the show, he walked in the door with them, so I don't have a clue. But I'm sure they're gonna be under 20. I know they will, because we ain't them people that's trying to make $1 million. We just trying to help 1 million people.
That's what it's about.
So we got the different colors, everything we have. We want to make sure it makes a statement of positivity. And we're about learning ourselves, who we are, where we come from. So, of course, we want to represent that in what we have on. So there will be no question in anyone's mind who we are, what we stand for, and what we're trying to represent. So I am a Moor, indigenous, and it says that this indigenous is an adjective originating or occurring naturally in a particular place, native, Moor. So we can do white print or black print. Respect our existence or expect our resistance. We can do that in various colors. It'll be black or white ink on different color shirts. So whichever ink shows up the best on that color of that shirt. More lives matter. And we do matter. And we need to tell people that. Stop hiding who we are. So we just want to make sure that we are representing ourselves at all times. So none of the shirts will be over $30. Just simple like that. And plus shipping. And we'll work that out. If it's a bunch of shirts, I can get the shipping pretty cheap. I use pirate ship. So I'm not trying to make any money off of shipping. That's not my thing. I sell stuff on eBay, and sometimes on eBay, when they buy multiple things, it'll add each item shipping, and it's weird. So what winds up happening with me, I just refund them the difference in the shipping because I'm not trying to make a profit over the shipping was overcharged on that item. I don't do that. That's not me. So this is something, our mission statement. Well, what I say is skin is our largest organ and plays a very important role as our first level of defense against a host of environmental aggressors. A multitasker like no other. Our skin has many important functions, all of which are designed to help keep our bodies working properly. Our largest organ is our skin. And we can see that. That's something we can't see our kidney and we can't see our spleen, but we know it's there, but we can't see it. We hope it's there unless they tell us it's not through x-ray, then we assume that those organs are there. So I make the tooth powder for your teeth, the deodorant cream, the detox deodorant. I make a relaxation massage stick. Like if you're into massage, especially at home, because I do a lot of massage with my husband because he works, he's a master mechanic and he works long hours and he's on his feet and he's bent over and he has like 4 major back issues. So I have to work with him daily. But that frequency generator is going to save my hands on a whole different level. Magnesium cream. Look up transdermal magnesium. You need magnesium for your heart. That is one thing that keeps your heart functioning. And a lot of us are not getting it because it's not in the soil. You have to take a supplement. And the best way to supplement it is to take it through the skin because it bypasses the gut and it's not diluted. I have some people that are on magnesium medication and they buy the cream from me because they say it's much more effective. It helps them sleep better. If they got any type of body cramps, it gets rid of it almost immediately. If you having leg cramps, you're low in magnesium. You need to get a test done, but you got to ask your doctor for the right test. I make various body butters. I make this rejuvenation bath bomb, which is a mineral only bath bomb. I'm the only one who has this formula because it took me a while. It was given to me from the universe and it just all made sense. Like the first thing I figured out was how to neutralize the chlorine in your bath water. That's very important. Who wants to be sitting in chlorine? I don't want to be sitting in chlorine or fluoride.
Exactly.
So that's why I have a water filter on my shower that gets rid of both the fluoride and the chlorine. And it has calcium in it, magnesium. It has all these wonderful minerals that if you went to a spa and they put that in your water, they probably would charge you $50 just for that bath bomb. And I'm not about that life. Mine is $8 and it goes down the more you get. But my husband can go into the tub and fall asleep in it and sit in there for 2 hours and come out pain free by using my bath bombs. So that helps me not to have to massage him as well. Save my hands. He makes the goat's milk soap, which is like the closest next to the lipids in your skin. So goat's milk is very, very good for the skin. It's been said that the Queen Cleopatra herself often bathed in goat's milk. So we make the goat's milk soap and it has moringa in it, which is great for your skin, oatmeal. So I get people tell me their children got eczema and I get them that goat's milk soap. I had one young lady, she's been using it for like 3 years. Her family won't let her use any other soap. And they tried everything for her severe eczema and nothing worked. So she's been using our soap for the last 3 years and they love it. My husband makes the Shungite Elite soap, which is what you were talking about. And that have, you like that?
Oh, definitely.
My husband made that especially. It's his baby. It started out as a shampoo bar, but some of my friends that are, of different nationalities, they can't use it because it makes their hair really fluffy. And they're like, my hair's too poofy. And I'm like, oh, okay, you can't use that. Sorry. Then I make the essential oil inhalers. I make a muscle relaxing essential oil blend. I make the sugar scrub cubes, which is a soap, an exfoliant, and an oil moisturizer all in one product. And the way I make them, because they're chunky, you can break them up, but they feel so good. If you got a mate that will do your back while you're in the shower or the tub, it feels like 1,000 scratches. It's just so amazing. And then I make the lip balm. I only make peppermint. So if you want something else made, I'm not your person. I try to keep it natural, and the peppermint was as natural as I could get it. That made sense. I mean, I've tried to make other with the flavor oil, and I know that didn't work for me. Then I sell the elderberry kits, so you can make your own elderberry syrup, saving yourself a ton of money. And all these things are on my website. The things that aren't on my website, you can always reach out to me. It would actually be better for you to have a conversation with me, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you call me and we start talking about stuff, there may be things already in your kitchen that you can use instead of just buying a bunch of products from me. And I will honestly tell you, go in the kitchen, get you some apple cider vinegar, mix it with water, spray your hair, your face, and your neck, and that'll kill all that bacteria that's coming down. And you'll call me back and say, I don't have acne no more. I know. Now, I could have sold you something that accomplished the same thing, but you got it already in your kitchen. I'm not trying to make $1 million. I'm trying to help 1 million people. It's a whole different ball game. I'm good. I live bare minimum. So If I make $20 a week, I'm good. It's just like, I just need you to get the information. I also teach classes when I can. I can't right now because of the COVID thing, but I was teaching soap for the youth classes where I was teaching kids how to make soap art and trying to spark into them possibly being entrepreneurs by using that platform of making soap art. And then I could teach them how to make sugar scrub cubes and lip balms, and I could give them a whole product line, and then they could, hopefully their parents will help them be young entrepreneurs. So I was trying to give them products that they could sell so they wouldn't have to rack their brain on what can I do? Because everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Let's be honest. But everybody doesn't know how. Like, I'm just really learning. I don't know the ins and outs. And people will say, you can sell more products, but it's just me. And I don't want to be stressed out. If I got 10 orders in a day to make my stuff, I would probably be stressed out because I'm about quality and my energy has to be right. So I tell them, give me 2 weeks, because if my energy is funky, I will not make your stuff. I won't make it. I won't put it in a bag. I don't care what it is. I won't send you a bag of shungite if my energy is off, because that transfers to that product. So that's why I say, give me 2 weeks. And I know within that 2 weeks, I can do my sage. I can meditate. I can get my essential oils. I can take my shungite bath. I can get a massage from somebody and my energy will be right. But I'm about to get my frequency generator and it's going to always be right. Hey. So they get to make products every day of the week. But it's all about your energy and respecting your craft and letting people know that it takes time. Like, even though I could cast these keychains in 2 hours, it's more to it than that. I had to buy a $700 sanding machine because these have to be sanded down on 3-4 different levels, and then they got to be polished. The ring got to be added. So it's not just me making it and taking it out of the mold and being like, here you go. I got to do some work on these to get them quality. I don't sell junk. I see people that make orgonite, and I'm what you do is what you do. But I know some of y'all making orgonite that's not making it correctly. You're not sanding down the pieces. They got rough edges. You're not layering it. You just putting it in the mold, snatching it out and selling it. I'm so disappointed. Don't do that. That's why we started making orgonite, because we got a bad piece. We got a bad pyramid and we call it a paperweight. So we make ours correctly. And that's all I really have to say. If you want something from me, give me a call. If I don't have it, I will direct you to somebody else who does. Like, people ask me about sea moss. I got a lot of people that I know that sell sea moss, and I got some people I know that get it directly from the divers. So I will direct you to them. I'm not trying to be the person with all the products. It's enough crumbs for all of us to eat. So I'm trying to make sure we all know who everybody else is in the circle. And if I don't know, I'll find out. I promise you, I'll get that information for you. So I love you all. This is Marcia Harris Owens of Common Sense. And you can reach out to me at any time. And if you're looking for some creative orgonite pieces, remember, we make all type of stuff. I got a bunch of pendants here sitting on the back of this chair. I'm trying not to tangle them up, but these are all pure shungite, different designs. So if you want a little piece of shungite with you, you can get it. We even give you the copper chain. So I got all type of shungite pieces. I got boulders. I got the bags of the rocks. And you want to start on that shungite water. I'm telling you, that shungite water, drinking that daily will change your life. It'll definitely help your cells to rebuild. So thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Marcia. I was moving on. So I was moving on to our sister Afua. She is from Ghana, and she actually now lives in Canada. She has a warehouse there, and her children work there with her. Well, not work, but her children build the business with her. And she tells her story on her Facebook page, and she has a video there. She shares that information. On the screen, I have shared her Facebook name, and she has this product, and it's called the Go Natural Beauty from Nature Bergamot Green Tea Shea Face Cream. And I'm going to share that here. So this is the product that she sells. And you can contact her through her Facebook page, Afua, Hert, Heru, Larbi. It's spelled out here on the screen. And inbox her, and she'll give you more information on that product. And yeah, so she, at the event I spoke about in Boston, she provided us with the Ghana flags that we had there. And I actually have mine here. So that she's from Ghana. She provided us with those. So the people of Ghana could be represented at the New Year's celebration that I was at in Boston on July 25th. And again, this is her product. You can contact her on Facebook. And she has, I think it's a Black Panther, the cat, as her Facebook profile picture. And also, so I want to thank her for letting me share her product on this show today. I think her product is important. I think that she is a powerful woman. She's very powerful. If you get the chance to speak to her, you will know what I'm saying is real. And if you just listen to one of her videos, you will know a little bit of what I'm saying is real. And at this time, I want to move on to share the mother matriarch, Salima Ellis. She is someone that I work with, and many of you may know her from this platform, as well as the Branch of Knowledge YouTube channel. She appears on there with me as well. And she actually, let me change screens here, right? I'm gonna work on this while I do that. She actually has a Facebook group called Pattern Masters. She speaks about homeschooling there. So she is an expert with homeschooling. I actually had a matriarch show, and she appeared there, and she spoke about homeschooling, and she advised people during that broadcast on how to start up their homeschool. So if you're interested in homeschooling, you can reach her. And I would also advise you to reach out to Marcia. As she says, she has classes for children as well. They can learn to make their own products, which I think will be essential in the future, definitely their future. And also reach out to Shea Santiago. She has those study guides for children as well. And but back to Salima, she also on a different page, a different broadcast, shared that she is an herbalist. And so if you have any any needs from an herbalist, you can contact her. We had a show where we talked about funerals and burials, and she talked about, as being a herbalist, how they naturally prepare the body for burial and all that. So you can contact her. She'll share more of that with you there. And definitely reach out to her on Facebook at Salima Ellis. She also has on Facebook the Universal Mind School of Evolution. You can find her there. And again, her Facebook page, Pattern Masters. And here I'm going to share her Facebook page. So when you are there, you will know that this is her that you have found. Also, you can see here that her Pattern Masters link is here as well in her intro. So when you go to her Pattern Masters group, you will find that this is the result page, so you'll know you're in the right place. She has videos here, and as she has on her about page for Pattern Masters, it's a platform for Aboriginal beings who have the ability to see and understand what others cannot. It is also a learning tool for our people searching for a holistic knowledge of self, family, and community. This is not a place for political correctness. Be loving, be considerate, be respectful, and be factual. Be aware that you've also used this platform as an educational tool. Knowledge, balance, peace, and love is the message from Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis. So I would ask anyone to check her out there. And also, right quick, I want to share that. Oh, let me get this banner down. I want to share that Marcia has her Common Sense Facebook page as well. So check her out on the Common Sense Facebook page. And that being said, there are multiple Common Sense results that you will receive. And I'm hearing right now what you should look for when you're looking for Marcia.
Yeah, my page got the top of it is like all the products I make. And that's an old picture, but it serves the purpose. You want to join my group? I'm telling you, because I've been doing like truth finding, fact finding, whatever you want to call it, for the last 6-7 years. That group probably got about 100,000 hours worth of information that I've gathered, and multiple sources that I gather information from. That's my business page that I probably ain't utilizing who knows when. With the soap on it, the soap massage bars. That's something the kids can make. That soap on the top of that page, scroll back, Joy. That soap on the top of that page is something that the children can make. That's soap art.
Okay.
But my group, Common Sense Facebook group, is very informative. You can search in there for anything you think you might want to know, and it's probably in there. And if you don't see it, you can reach out to me. And if I don't already have it in there, I'll go and research it for you, and I'll load up that page with that information. Somebody can ask me anything like how to cure head lice, and I'll go and find a whole bunch of ways to do that, and you'll see it in the group. So then next time somebody looking for head lice information is there. So I try to make sure that everybody knows something that can help them. You know, I don't ever want anybody to just be fiddling around all the time. And I've done lots and lots of hours of research and truth finding and gathering information from other people. And I always share people's businesses in my group or their events, because like I said, it's enough crumbs for all of us to eat. I don't want to be the only game in town. I don't want it to be one of me. I want it to be 100 of me, and 100 of me teaching 100 others. I want it to just keep spreading. So I'm not trying to know everything and be the only one. I don't. But if people disrespect me, I will block them really quick, and I have no problem with that. And these are the same people I will see on the street, and we'll be happy to see them. But sometimes you got to let folks go, and you got to be stern in your, decision of how you want to run your life. So people get mad for no reason, and it just baffles me some days, and I have to laugh at it. I'm trying to help everybody with what I have. And sometimes that gets misinterpreted as if I'm trying to take over what they're doing. But sometimes I may have the knowledge you don't have, or I may know someone who has it and I don't have it. And I'm not trying to take over your mission. I'm trying to make sure you get it right out the gate so you don't make a whole lot of mistakes. Because if I could talk to someone who's already made $1 million and they would give me the blueprint, I would run over there and sit with them instead of me trying to figure it out and wind up bankrupt. If that makes any sense to you. I'm done.
Yeah, and also the Black Star is that website for the people again. Black Star.
Oh, Black Star Organite goes directly to the Facebook page until we're working on creating a separate website, but because my husband works full time, we can't load it up with products yet. So it's best that they just have the free consultation with us from Black Star Organite through Facebook, and then we'll make their products at that time, as long as they give us some time to make it, versus just having stuff on the website and they just pick what they see. I'd rather you be involved and you feel like it's your own.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be sending some to that. Okay.
Okay, so that's all I had to share today from the women that we wanted to spotlight, me and Conscious Kirksey, for today's show. I want to share with everyone that I will be back with a show highlighting men's business. So I haven't forgot about our brothers. And again, I have accented the show with our brothers, having Conscious Kirksey here. Again, I've highlighted Crumb TV, and he has shirts that he's selling, but he's not taking orders right now. So if you want a shirt, this one or the Master Student t-shirt that Brother Crumb sells, he is going to post when he will have those shirts available for sale. Again, and Marcia, she is owner of the business with her husband as well. And, you know, we've highlighted their products here. So the masculine aspect has been highlighted here, is accented the feminine aspect. So brothers, I've not forgotten about you. I'll be back. I have the brothers lined up that will be on that show. If there's any out there that want to be included, just contact me on Facebook, inbox me. And or if you know a brother that should be highlighted on the show, contact me on his and we'll work on that as well.
Oh, I wanted to add something. We have all pure shungite pyramids. If anybody's interested in all shungite pyramid, we have the pyramids in various sizes. But this one would be great just to have in your room or put on your laptop, your modem, keep it in your car or in your bag. Ladies, y'all got purses, keep it. And if you get the shields for your phone, we got the round ones and the rectangular. Make sure once you take the little backing off that you use the crazy glue and put it on the back of the shield so that it never comes off of your phone or your Wi-Fi. Because if you don't, it'll pop off and you won't even notice it's missing. But use a little bit of crazy glue on it after you take off the little backing, which is to hold it on there. But take that off and then put your crazy glue on. That's all I want to touch on. So if y'all get the shields from me, make sure you crazy glue them on.
All right.
Yeah, I use the crazy glue. I've not had any issues. I know someone that did not use the crazy glue, and yeah, it popped off. Use the crazy glue.
This has been on for a long time.
Put it on your cover of your phone.
Yeah, this is my cover.
The case, and or you can put it directly on your phone.
Whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some of those.
I put it on my case. I put it on my case because sometimes I might have to get a new phone. And if it's on the phone, now it's gone. So if it's on the case, I still got the case. That's mine.
Conscious Kirksey, did you have something you wanted to share? I think I
overall, definitely keep supporting these businesses and be open to new information regardless. If you knew, that these chemicals and these detergents wasn't good for you, you should know now. If you don't know, now you know. Just be open to new information and be open to, reprogram, subconscious and all that. Like, it's a lot of stagnant people. So it's like sometimes you got to get out your own way and be open to new information and support these businesses, learn new languages and etc. Yeah. So it's all about evolving.
Yeah. One thing I want to add, I know a lot of people are asking to do a detox, to get the stuff out of their bodies. And I love that they want to do that. But this is what they're not telling you. You will be on the toilet. Make sure you have plenty of tissue and be ready for that. It has to occur. The only way you're going to get rid of toxins is to either sweat it out, urinate, or defecate. That's the only way. So you're going to be on that toilet. Just accept that as part of your day. Don't be afraid to do a detox, but just keep in mind that you will be running back and forth to the bathroom. You're going to either be urinating or defecating, and that's no way to stop that. If you want to get those toxins, those parasites, the worms out of your body, you got to get eliminated, and you got to do the elimination process. So namaste, peace and love.
Love.
Do what's right for you.
Right. Definitely.
And before we leave, Conscious, would you tell everyone where they can find you?
So again, Conscious of Crazy is the podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Anchor, and Google Podcasts. It's all over the place. And Conscious said, Conscious D21, IG, Twitter, and Conscious said Kirksey. Yeah, just trying to spread some truth, and anyone that's down to spread the truth has already been on the platform, and I'm constantly open to anyone trying to give gems to the family. Yeah.
I appreciate you being here today. I appreciate all of my guests for being here today. I appreciate my co-host for working with me in his time and being here to add value and to work with me on this project. I appreciate you, Conscious Kirksey.
Definitely.
And I am again Joy Allen, and this show is streaming to my Facebook page, Joy Allen. It's also on my YouTube channel, The Memoirs of a Karmic Dynasty. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MKDTNT. And I speak peace, wholeness, and wellness to you all. I appreciate you being here.